I'm Ben Pitt. I'm a consultant and trainer at Unity Technologies. The Game Summer School is what we're doing is we're trying to get 10 teenagers up to speed with Unity from scratch and enable them to make a game in a week. So we're starting off with introducing the basics of Unity, getting them familiar with the editor on the first day, and from then on introduce game design theory so that they have a sort of tool set in their head to put down game ideas and their game design, and then go ahead from the second day onwards through the week with producing their own game.
You get to use start, but also there's all these other things which they're not added for you by default when you create a new script, because otherwise your script would be like a mass of empty functions, which you don't want. But you can use any of these.
I've been impressed with a lot of the ideas that the students have come up with, and I've kind of started off by suggesting a few very basic systems that they could use as a stepping stone to coming up with their own ideas. And so I think it kind of helped on one level of thinking about, you do have to plan these things before you go ahead with them, and it also gave them an insight into analysing other games that they may know already and having a think about them in a different way. For example, what is the core mechanic of Portal or Mario Brothers?
The core mechanic is to go through hoops or avoid hoops, so I thought I'd keep it as that. So yeah, it's turned out just as I expected, and I'm pretty proud of it. Also sort of the basics of JavaScript, because I've always wanted to learn programming and I never sort of got off to it, but this is sort of giving me something to work from. I think it's been really good, it's been really interesting and sort of learned a lot as well. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I'd learn as much as I actually have.
I've had to learn a lot of the enemy physics and things, and programming enemy behaviours in order to create the enemies that have either different bullet patterns or different movement styles.
Well, I wanted to do a platforming one because I'm quite a big fan of Mario and Sonic and sort of retro games, but when we were trying out some of the scripts at the beginning of the course, I was quite interested in the ball rolling script, which we had to go in the open world, and I liked the way the ball rolled around and sort of had interesting physics, so it was quite interesting to work with that on a 2D plane.
I'm Stephen Cox. I'm a computer science student from the University of Southampton, and I thought this would be a good way to learn some more about video games, which I've been interested in for several years, and also help some younger students find out for themselves about how to make video games. I've been most surprised by the variation of ideas they've come up with, because I imagined coming in that a lot of them would be influenced by a lot of the similar games on the market today, like Call of Duty and Battlefield, and they'd all want to make first-person shooting games. But actually a lot of them have had very different ideas.
I made a Jeep racing game where there's 4 Jeeps, one of them at you, and you race around the track 3 times. And then you have different obstacles that you have to get past and jump over, and so and so. Yeah, it's done really well. I think I've made a good game, and everything was done in time. And I've learnt loads, especially with the scripting.